we'll get ready. If you would like, you can take off your shoes. You don't have to, but if you like, always. No problem. All right, so once you're ready, we'll stand on up and focus on a little breathing. I'll place the hands on the sides. Kind of lightly press in with your hands so that you can really feel the breath or the pressure that you create when your diaphragm and the inner core muscles work to draw breath in. Standing nice and tall, breathing low. All right, and take a nice breath in. Good morning. Close. All right. We'll shift the weight to one side, lift the heel and circle the heel. And use your chair as needed for balance. It's good to have it close to the side of you so you can hang on to your chair if you lose your balance. Reverse directions. Okay, shift the weight to the other side, circle the heel. And reverse directions. Very nice. All right, shift the weight to one side, pick up the toes and pivot on the heel. All right, other side, pick up the toes, pivot on the heel. Standing nice and tall, use the chair as needed. Keeping the chair either in front of you or to the side of you. All right, and shift to the other side, lift the heel, pivot on the ball of the foot. Okay, other side, pick up the heel, pivot on the ball of the foot. All right, place the hands on the hips. Let's do a little hip circle. Reverse directions. And then we'll do a hip hinge, tilting forward, back up, keeping the back straight. All right, and then one more for the hips. Hanging onto the chair, we're going to circle the knee outward. And the other side. Okay, very good. Bring your hands together. Let's stir the pot. So reaching out, coming around, back in. And reverse directions. Okay, very good. Roll the shoulders back. And then tucking the elbows, open, close. And then lastly, just for the neck, let's bring the chin down to the chest. And then back up, tuck the chin back, look over one shoulder and across over the other. Back to the middle, tilt the head. Middle and other side. Back to the middle, let's do that again, looking down. Tuck the chin back, bring the head up, look over your shoulder. And the other shoulder. Back to the middle, tilt the head. Middle, tilt the other way. Back to the middle. And then just unwind any tension in the neck with a slight head circle and reverse directions. All right, very good. Let's do some high knees. So, alternate opposite arm and leg moving together. All right, and then let's go into a side step with a twist. So we reach across as we step to the side. All right, very good. We go right into our Fab Five, our 5 strengthening exercises. So starting with the squat, we're going to get our stance a little bit wider. Feet should be about shoulder width apart, and we're going to pretend we're sitting in a chair. As we do that, keep the knees bent over your feet. All right, so back is straight, like we're sitting down and coming up. 1. Just as low as you feel comfortable, keeping those knees right over your feet. That's 2. 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. 10. Very good. Let's go right into the hip flexion. So lift the knee up as high as you can, hanging onto the chair and back down. That's 1. Slowly down. 2. 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. 10. Other side. 1. 2. 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. 10. Okay, let's go out to the side now. So side leading with the heel or the side of the foot. 2. Stay tall. 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. 10. Other side. Toes are pigeon-toed, leading with the heel. That's 1. 2. 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. 10. Very good. All right, going straight backward. So leading with the heel. 1. 2. Staying tall. 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. 10. Other side. Back. 1. 2. 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. 10. Very good. Shake out the hips, keep everything nice and loose. Very good. And finally, let's do the heel raise. So stay tall, lift up on the tippy toes, and slowly down. 1. 2. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, all loose. Very good. So let's go into a little dynamic balance, which is like walking balance largely. So we're going to start. You can move, actually, I'll demonstrate it sideways. So you're going to move along the back of your chair. We're going to start with a tandem walk. All right. So heel to toe, walk along the long side of your chair. If you want to readjust your chair, feel free to. You can turn it. Just make sure that you are going along the side of the chair. All right. So heel to toe. And don't get beyond the chair. Make sure you are close to the chair the whole time. You should be within range of your chair the whole time. And we'll demonstrate it. We'll go both backwards and forwards. Next, tandem walk. Heel to toe. Nearby your chair. Look straight ahead. Make sure you're not looking at your feet. Just looking straight ahead at a stationary target in front of you. Make sure you don't get away from your chair. Chair stays close by. All right, very good. Next, let's do some side stepping. So still moving along alongside of your chair, we're going to just do some nice big steps. Make sure you don't get too far from your chair. For me, it's about 3 steps I can take in each direction. Okay, now we're going to do some step up and overs, still sideways. So we're going to go up and over. We're stepping over something. And one more in each direction. Okay, nicely done. Finally, let's do a grapevine. So we're going to step in front, out, behind, out. All right. And I'm just going to do that 2 steps in each side. In front, behind, front, behind, front, behind. Make sure you're moving sideways behind your chair. Should be close to your chair the whole time. All right, nicely done. And shake out the legs. Good to challenge our balance a little bit when we're walking, when we're moving. All right. So standing next to our chair, yet again, we're going to work on some reaches. So start with double hand reach as far as you can and back. All right. Getting a good hinge. So when we do this, naturally our hips should come backward, help us counterbalance the reach, reaching as far as you can in front of you. Each time get tall, so nice and tall. So there should be a very clear distinction between standing normal and reaching. The hips are way back. And feel free, you could even, if it helps, if it feels good to bend the knees slightly, that's okay. You don't need to keep your knees hyperextended, keep them soft and relaxed. All right, now we're gonna do one at a time. Imagine there's something just out in front of you, you're reaching for, and back. Reach. And back. Working on that good hinge motion, helping us counterbalance. All right, very good. Okay, next let's do that with a foot forward. It'll feel a little different, but a little maybe easier in this direction. So reaching forward, you can kind of shift weight onto that front leg, getting you to reach even farther. We're going to still alternate arms. Still getting a good hinge. Okay, switching legs. Reaching. All right, nice job. Okay, from normal position, we're gonna do some side reaches. So let's reach to the side, side. All right, and then let's reach across. So rather than the same arm, we're reaching with the opposite arm. So kind of turn the body as you reach. You can get a little hinge this way. Turn and hinge. Okay, very good. Relax. Let's do one last one. This is going to be a wide stance position and doing the same thing, reaching to the side. We'll start with the same arm first. And again, you can kind of load that leg a little bit more, shift that weight to really reach. Make sure you're close to your chair. You know, we are kind of pushing up against the limits of our stability, where we reaching as far as you can. What prevents us from reaching further is that if we reach further, we'll lose our balance. Okay, very good. And then one more. Let's do that. Reach across the opposite arm. Okay, and back to the middle.
Okay.
Very good. Yeah, okay. Yeah. At any point, if you ever need to take a break, yeah, because we don't want to be, you don't want to hurt yourself. If you do feel discomfort or anything, always stop and regroup. All right, very nice. So let's, with that, we're going to wrap up with one more. We're going to do a step reach. So this is just a little more of a dynamic task. We're going to step with the same arm and leg reach.
I'm gonna go.
No problem. You're okay. Okay, no
I'm all
problem.
right.
Okay. Let's see that. And still, yeah, make sure we're close to the chair. Yeah. So, so we're gonna do some forward step reach. It's nice and easy. This does involve, right, some dynamic motion, like we're putting it all together. And then we're going to do some side step and reaching. All right, so side step, reach, step in, side step, reach. Make sure, do this kind of behind your chair, just so you have it close by. And again, just testing those limits of stability. All right, and one last one. We're going to do all four together. So we're going to start this side. So we're going to go left, right, And then we're gonna go to the side. Left, right. Let's do it again. Forward, 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 side, side. Again, forward, forward, side, side. Okay, and relax. Good job. Excellent work. Behind our chair, let's stand, bring our leg back and press the back heel into the ground to get a good calf stretch. Shifting that weight forward. Feeling that stretch in your calves or your calf on one side, one leg. Relax, switching legs. Press that back heel into the ground. Don't let the heel raise. Make sure the heel is pressed down. Yep, to get a good stretch. Back heel is touching the ground, pushing it down. All right, very good. And then let's do a little back stretch, called the hinge stretch. We're going to back up a little bit and hinge, bring those hips back. Resting. Inhale up. Very good. And we'll take a seat on the chair. We're going to do a crossover, a glute stretch. So crossing your leg over, hug the knee up to the chest, sitting up tall, hugging the knee up toward the chest. Keep those shoulders relaxed. Job. And switch legs, crossing over, knee to chest. Relax. Let's cross over the legs again. This time to the piriformis. So push the knee down rather than hugging it. Very good. And switch legs. Push the knee down. Relax. And let's do an active hamstring stretch. Today we're going to straighten one leg, support your back on everything, hanging on to the side. You can kind of lean back a little bit. And then we're going to lift the leg up as high as you can. Keep those toes pointed up. Keep the leg straight. Holding. And down slowly. Other side. Straighten the leg. Toes pull back and lift as high as you can. Slowly down. We're going to repeat that. Try to lift a little higher this time. Hold. Don't hold your breath. Breathe. And down. Other side. Lift and hold. Down. Very good. And kind of shake it out. Very good. Let's do one more for the hips. Bring the legs out wide. We're just going to kind of push those knees out wide. You can kind of lean forward. And I'm just kind of pushing my forearms into the knees. And relax. Very good. Okay. You can either remain seated or stand up as we do some upper body stretches. So I'm going to do an overhead back scratch. So push the elbow up. And switching sides, reach over. If you want, push the elbow up. Good. Bring one hand to the side of the head. Gently tilt the head, and if you'd like, you can rotate the head, look down a little bit. Slowly back to the middle, other side. Gently tilt. Look down a little. Back to the middle. Both hands behind the head. Tuck the head back, open the elbows wide. Good. Bring your elbows, hands together. Open out to the sides. Pulling back. Hands and elbows. Bring the hands out in front. And open backward, palms up. Tuck the head back. And relax, bring your hands together and down. Get a nice stretch in the wrists. Mind, shake it out. And we'll close, taking a nice breath in. Slowly out. And again.